Hi guys! So it's been a little bit since I've just been on the camera, but we have run into this problem lately where, we've been dealing with it for a little while, but basically a simple shopping trip can probably take us anywhere up to, well, at least double the amount of time it should take every time, because he likes to touch everything. That's just part of the sensory stuff, right? Like, he just loves to touch everything. So we were walking down an aisle and we're just, like maybe at Walmart and we just need to go get milk, and that's like on the other side of the store. And so basically what's going to happen is everything. Okay, so every aisle that we walk down, even if I take the shortest path, whatever is there, the chips, whatever it is that we're walking by, everything is touch, 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 touch. So, we know that, and that's part of why I try and find different activities and stuff like that that's at home, that's not always, costly, stuff that we can just do at home where he can kind of get that out of his system. So we do this every once in a while, but I want to start doing it more because I thought that maybe if we start doing this before shopping trips, it might help kind of release some of that, I don't know, the need to touch everything for him. Maybe it won't, I think that he's always going to want to touch stuff when we go in there, at least for the next few years. Maybe when he's older he might grow to that or something, but I do think that, it's probably not going to eliminate the need, but maybe it'll lessen it so that, instead of 45 minutes to get 3 things in Walmart, maybe we can, do it in 15 or 20. Even half an hour would be good at this point. So, I make these things called sensory trays. I basically take a muffin tin. I have this old one that I don't use for baking anymore, so this is what I use. And I basically just go through my baking cupboard, I go through my fridge, whatever, and I just pick random things to put inside each, cup of the muffin tin. And it doesn't have to be food. I don't have all food items here, but most of them are today. But it just depends on what it is. But anything that he can touch, feel, sense, smell, he likes to smell everything, touch it. It's not all tasting stuff, so that is going to be a rule today for him. He's not going to be allowed to taste everything that's in here. But, so this is what we're working with. And I don't know if you can see my tray here, but, okay. So, here's my tray. We've got sugar, coffee grinds, brown sugar, and I just leave the lumps in there so he can break them apart and feel them. This is just a scoop of dirt. We've got, what else here? This is just oatmeal, just a little bit of a package of instant oatmeal of a flavor that he doesn't like. We've got, straws that we just cut up, and then I kind of just cut the part that moves, basically, the squishy, the whatever, retractable part, so that he can play with that. We've got eggshells. The rest of the egg is in here. We've got flour, and then this is just a little bit of flour and water. So you can mix that, feel it, whatever. And then some baking powder. And that's kind of what we've got in here so far. So we let him stay in pajamas so that he can kind of have at her and do what he needs to do with that. Another thing that I do, I'll take you with me here, is I'll just get him a little bowl, sometimes a couple, just depending on whatever, how much stuff he has, and just some little measuring spoons here, and then he can kind of just mix things, see what happens when he mixes things. He's allowed to touch and do whatever he wants here. It's okay if he makes a mess. Everything can be cleaned up. And I prefer that he do it in a controlled setting than when we're out and he just sees stuff that he wants to touch. So, we're going to let him play and do this. Like I said, I just need to get ready for work and get us some lunch. So, I'm going to let him play. He'll likely sit here for half an hour at least and play with all of this stuff. This is very stimulating for him. So, let him stay in his shark pajamas so that he can make a mess in those. And then,
Hi, friends. Today I'm gonna mix all this stuff together. And like dough. This dough.